What's up, everybody? This is Marcy with the 101 Boxing Podcast. You already know I got my boy Reef with me. Our goal is to bring y'all the best boxing content out, provide y'all breakdowns, predictions, in-depth analysis, breaking news, and anything boxing. Today on the docket, we're going to be talking about Keyshawn and his brothers jumping 9-year Albright. Turki Al-Sheikh said he's tired of you niggas running. We're going to be talking about that. Moses is fighting Carl Rogers. Andy Cruz is fighting butchering his name. Hironori Mishiro, and Richardson, Hitchins, and Kambosos are fighting on the main event. I started off, brother. How you feeling?
I feel good today, man. I'm ready to get into it tonight.
What's up with your man Keyshawn jumping your Philly brethren?
We're gonna get this straight. Keyshawn, he cool. He a good boxer. That's not my man though. But I just feel like that was nutty. I feel like to start off with Keyshawn, I feel like you fucking a bag up. You came in overweight. You know what I'm saying? You had everybody coming out for you. You had so many people coming out for you. You was at the fight just nonchalant, just laughing around, joking around. You know what I'm saying? Then your brother went in there, got his head knocked the fuck off. He got boxed out by the Philly singer. So then that really, you went backstage. And my whole thing is this. Your reactions could cause you everything. You know what I'm saying? At the moment. And then I just feel like fuck everything. Even if you feel like fuck everything, I did what I did. I felt how I felt. I'm standing on it, nigga. Your baby was out there. That's my whole thing. Like you had your baby out there. So that means your baby mom had to be out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you just looked like a fool on camera. Like, you know what I'm saying? Your brother wasn't even out there doing all that shit. And he just took the beating in his hometown and fucked DB3 up. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I just feel like I ain't like that shit. That was a corny move. And I also feel like they knew what they was dealing with. Like they knew that guy Albright. He came there, he ain't have nobody with him. You know what I'm saying? So they took advantage. They took full advantage. But if it was some other Philly niggas, that shit would have went way different. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, just to piggyback off of what you said, it was just wild all the way around. Like Greg Hackett, he said it like you went out there and just pulled some nigga shit. Like that shit was just completely uncalled for. It's very unsportsmanlike. And it's just like it was just uncalled for. Like you over here jumping him because he took a L. Like the fuck.
Yeah.
And like, they're gonna start saying I'm glazing. Everybody know how I feel about Keyshawn, but this shit is wrong. That was dead wrong. And
it's definitely wrong.
The baby was out there. Like the baby was all the way down the fucking hallway. Like this was just a bad look. It was in your town. You came in overweight. You eating popcorn, having a good time. Nigga, if I did that, if I came in overweight and fucked the bag up like that, I'm not even going to go to the fight. I'll watch this shit on TV. I'll support my brothers on TV. I'm not going to the fight to have a good time.
Yeah.
Like that shit was crazy. Like that shit kind of, as a fan, pissed me off just watching him have a good time. Like, damn, like we waited all this time to see you. Everybody came to see you, like with no disrespect to his brothers, but we came to see him.
Sure, for sure.
We don't care about nobody else on the card, for real. And he fucked the bag up. And it's unfortunate because he has so much shit going for him. Like, he's on the up and up. He's an up and coming star. He's gonna be a star. And you just fucked everything up.
Yeah. I just feel like he getting too big headed. He need to calm down, humble himself just a little bit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even the whole DB3 situation. Like, you know what I'm saying? That might be done. I mean, never, like, you know what I'm saying, be able to do that again. That was something nice. Y'all was putting on. Y'all was like one of the first guys who did that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying, for your hometown. And I just feel like also, too, he lost some fans behind that shit. I feel like he lost fans behind that. And it was just a bad look all the way around.
For sure. He brought so many celebrities out. Like Pusha T was there. Pusha's from Virginia. Yeah. Mike Vick was there.
I heard Mike Vick was supposed to be bringing his team. I heard he was bringing his team down and stuff like that. So he definitely fucked the bag up.
AI popped out. You know, Bud and them was there. That's his camp. Like this was a bad look.
Yeah, definitely all the way around.
He gotta clean this shit up. I don't know what he could do to clean it up, but he definitely gotta clean this shit up because this ain't good.
Like I said, I just think he gotta humble himself, slow down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Slow his roll, humble himself, just slow down a little bit, and you know, just keep doing your thing. Just let your hands do the talking, let your work do the talking. Like, you know what I'm saying? And just fall back from social media and then running your mouth and then letting your anger get the best of you. Like, especially on national TV.
Yeah, and then another thing too is like you give these networks shit to just like, I'm trying to think of the word I'm looking for. Like ESPN was just showing that shit. Like they They just had cameras, and I feel like if that was a bigger star, they wouldn't have did that. Like if that was Tank acting like that, I don't think PBC would have allowed them to be just showing it like that. Like
I think
it
so,
would have.
just because it was just so live. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they following him back. Like, they probably never turned the cameras off. You know, they follow you to your dressing room. Like, you know what I'm saying? So everything being as though it was just live. It was just caught in the act. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I think that just actually happened. Like, it wasn't like it was the last fight and then that was it and then everything was done and everybody was going home. Like, it was actually a fight going on at the time that shit happened. So
I just feel like they could have protected him more. I'm not excusing his behavior. Like I said, is horrible, but I just think they could have protected him more. But you give these networks fuel to just like the whole I don't after the fight, the post fight segment was all about that. It completely took away from Abdullah's performance.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you know what I
for
mean?
sure, for sure. He definitely shitted on his parade. He definitely did.
But we'll see where this goes.
We definitely see where it go. But also too, Calvin, you not off the hook, Calvin. You talked all that shit at the press conference and you got your ass whooped. Like, and it wasn't like, and I'm not even saying like, oh, the all DB3 is nice, like, you know what I'm saying? But the way he was talking, like, you know what I'm saying? So he got humbled real quick, and shout out to the Philly singer, man. He went down there, went in their hometown, smashed them in front of big bro and little bro and baby bro, smashed him in front of everybody, went home and did his thing. So shout out to that guy, man.
Turkey said he tired of all you niggas running and he not supporting this shit no more. He said he don't want no more Tom and Jerry type fights. He won't support it. Give me your thoughts, brother.
Put a name on it. Put a name on it. That's my whole thing. Put a name on it because Dev got in there, he ran, but then Canelo turned around and ran. So who you talking about? Is it both of them niggas? Like, you know what I'm saying? Also, too, I get where he coming from. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I ain't
Nobody
ran
wanna.
around a little bit too. Like
I
not
ain't
as
ran
much as them,
around too.
but
Yeah, so I definitely get where he coming from. Like, I'm not paying you niggas top dollar to run around, but it's also too Turkey. Like, what experience you got in boxing, a background you got in boxing. I get what you're saying, 100%. But like, how you feel about that?
nah, I'm giving y'all my bread and I'm overpaying you niggas. Get in there and fight. I don't want to
Yeah,
see this bullshit.
yeah,
Canelo
yeah,
went in there and fucking, it wasn't Canelo's fault, but they went in there and ran around. That whole weekend, everybody was just running around. He paid all that bread. He was in New York. He was in New York on a Friday night for what was supposed to be the biggest card and just
yeah,
all these stars on one card in the middle of Times
yeah,
Square.
yeah,
Everybody just running around. Coincidentally enough, T.O.'s the only one that showed up to fucking fight.
yeah,
Then
yeah.
he flew all the way back to Saudi, again, paying all that bread, and niggas just running around out in Saudi too. Like, I'm giving y'all all this money, y'all better fight.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like I said, I definitely get it. Maybe he gotta break that money in half and make them niggas work for that shit. Like, you just being too generous. Niggas saying, fuck it, I'm gonna get this payday and walk off untouched and all. Make the niggas work for that shit.
And then my thing is, how is this working though? Like, is it a clause in the contracts, or is he just not fucking with you no more? Like, that's the only thing he ain't really specified. So that's what I'm wondering, like how that's gonna work out.
I feel like being as though he made that statement, he don't want to see it no more. I feel like after he see that shit again, you're done. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like he
I'm
all
with
about
him.
money, so he definitely gonna take that shot again if it's about big money.
Yeah, I'm with him. And I'm not gonna lie, it makes me feel a little better about Canelo and Crawford. I'm not saying Bud was gonna go run around and nothing like that. I just think it's a little different when you jumping up these weight classes.
Yeah,
And it made me a little nervous. And again, I'm not comparing Bud to Charlo or nothing like that. Just an example. You saw Charlo. Charlo was punching at 154. He went up
yeah,
to fight
yeah.
Canelo and was on his bike, took a
Yeah, he's
knee.
definitely. Yeah,
So
yeah.
like
So
it was making me a little nervous for that. But now I don't think we'll see
he
that.
set the tone. So we're gonna see if niggas listen. If niggas don't listen, then you're done.
I'm with him. We got Zaquin Moses is fighting Carl Rogers on that card. What you think about that one?
I think that's a good fight. Zaquin, you know, he's the new prospect around, one of the new prospects around. You know, he's showing he got great talent. You know, power. That's Shakur little cousin, so he's under the right guys, and I'm just excited to see more from the young guy. I'm really excited to see more from him. How you feel about it?
The thing for me is that Carl Rogers is 34 and he's only 3-2. So that
Yeah,
shows me that he probably more than likely started late and he's probably hasn't really been too active.
yeah,
And Zaquin, he's a project. He's 3-0. Like
yeah.
I think this is just one of those developmental fights. I think he's gonna get him out of here. I don't think it's too much of a deep dive to even really do here.
As far as the fight, I mean, I definitely see him winning the fight, but just overall, I see him coming up nice and strong, and I'm definitely a fan. I'm definitely want to see more.
For sure, yeah. I think this is just for him. Just have a good showing. That's it.
Yeah,
Like come out
yeah,
here, perform, just have a good showing,
sure.
and yeah. Next up is Andy Cruz and let me get his name right, Hironori Mishiro. So for this one, I think this is a stay busy fight. I did look up Mishiro. He doesn't look too strong to me. He looks like he's a boxer, but he gets hit with a lot of shit he probably shouldn't get hit with. Andy's only 5-0. Andy's 29, but he has a really good amateur career, but he's still figuring the pro style out.
Yeah.
So I think this is a stay busy fight. And Andy's a good fighter. He's a gold medalist. He beat Keyshawn multiple times in the amateurs. He got some pop to him. He got a little bit of power. He got some pop to him. He's good defensively, but he can lack defense at times. Me and you this is a off the pod conversation, but we were kind of talking about like with Bozy, how, at the time Boots was getting hit with shit he shouldn't get hit with.
Yeah,
Andy, same thing.
yeah, defense in
So
question.
yeah, so I think Andy. I got Andy by late round stoppage.
Okay.
Like I said, I just think Andy's the better boxer. I think he has more power. I don't see this being too much of a match for Andy.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna piggyback off you. I don't really know too much about Nori, but like I said, I think it's definitely a good fight. Like you said, I think it's a stay busy fight for Andy, but I definitely like Andy. I like how the way Andy coming up, like he's showing like he's getting better and better each fight to me. I like he speed, power, like you know what I'm saying? Also too, I do feel like he lacks defense at times too. His defense can be a question. I definitely want to see him fight some good talent. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to see him be tested. Like you said, he did beat Keyshawn in the amateurs, but niggas revolve. Like, you know what I'm saying? So now I definitely want to see Andy. Like, if he beat this fight, I would definitely like to see him in a good fight his next fight. I don't know who, maybe a Shakur. I'd like to see Andy versus a Shakur. How about you?
I could see that. I think Andy just got to get some more fights under his belt. I didn't realize that he only had 5 fights. I'm like, what the hell? Like when I seen it, I'm
But he got a long amateur
like
record, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But he's 29 with five pro fights. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, I think he should get some more pro fights under his belt. I think he's definitely in good hands with Bozy. So that's one thing he got going for him. He's down there in Philly with them. So Andy will be all right.
Yeah, I think he definitely will be all right for this fight. But like I said, his next fight, I like to see somebody that's going to put him to the test a little bit. Like, test his chin, like, and just really put Andy to the test. I believe he can do it. You know what I'm saying? I just want to, see it done.
Yeah. And then the main event, we got Richardson Hitchins and George Kambosos. They've been selling the shit out of this fight. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie.
as they
They've been
should.
really selling this fight.
As they should.
I don't know if you've seen at the press conference today. Hitchins pulled out 50K and was trying to bet them.
Yeah,
A little bit of furniture got moving. If somebody from Hitchins' team tried to throw a chair at them, they selling this fight. I ain't gonna
yeah,
lie.
yeah. They definitely selling this fight. How you
How
see
you
it
see it
though?
going?
All right. So I see Hitchens winning overall. I see Hitchens winning. I do like Kambosos. Like I'm not gonna lie, I do like Kambosos, but I feel like Hitchens is a stronger guy. I feel like he's the better guy in this fight. Kambosos had a fight with last fight that he just didn't look good to me. Like he looked sloppy. His defense was off. Like he he didn't look good at all. He came back the next fight. He dominated. The next guy he fought Wiley, he dominated the guy. And it was just a question to me, like, was he back or was this guy just a punching bag? Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's the thing for me. So I feel like his fight with Hitchens is going to prove the test. Like, okay, he's back if he able to beat Hitchens. But if not, I feel like it's the same old Cam Boosters that we're gonna get. As far as Hitchens, I feel like Hitchens talking a good game. So I'm my expectancy up for Hitchens is all the way up here because the way he talking, he's like, oh, I'm gonna do him how Devin Haney was supposed to do him, and y'all gonna really see a master class at art. So I really, really, really got high expectations for Africa. So if he come, get the job done, knock him out or whatever, get the stoppage, that's what I'm looking for. I don't want to see no barely win or a close fight because the way he talking as if Kambosos is a scrub. We know Kambosos is not a scrub, but I don't think he does much with Hitchins.
Kambosos is just too wishy-washy for me. His last fight was a punching bag. He didn't even get him out of here. It actually ended up being somewhat of a competitive fight.
But he only got like 3 knockouts though, right? So I wasn't expecting no knock. I'm not expecting him to knock nobody out.
But if you watch the way he fought Tio, he beat Tio.
Yeah.
If you you go to that Tio fight, right? He fought the fight of his life. It was a great. That was one of the best fights. That's one of my favorite fights. But just for me, like, and Africa is a boxer, and if you look at Kambosos struggles with boxers. Like, you look at the two guys he lost to Dev and he lost to Loma, right?
Yeah.
They're great fighters, both of them. Dev is a boxer, Loma's a boxer. And to me, losing to Loma, that's not, nothing to sneeze at, but you got knocked out by Loma in his latter years of his career. Like, his last fight before he retired, he knocked you out.
Yeah.
Like, that don't sit well with me.
Yeah.
I just think Kambosos is really wishy-washy, and Africa's a boxer, and I think he can give him problems. What I will say is that we have seen Africa have problems with guys with awkward styles, and Kambosos has an awkward style. So that's something that's going for him.
Yeah.
But I think Africa's just going to keep him on the outside all night. He's going to box him. He's not going to knock him out. He keeps saying he's going to knock him out. He's not going to knock him out. I don't believe. And I think he just gets the decision.
All right, you said you got a bad decision. Yeah, I don't see a stop neither. Maybe he does get the stop. If he does, maybe a late stoppage, Africa, but I don't see a stop. But like I said, overall, I do see him being Kambosos. I don't think it's gonna be like no easy walk in the park, but I feel like if he soften him up in the earlier rounds and then turn the pressure up on Kambosos later, I think he can pull off the win. Only way I see Kambosos winning this fight is if he just active from round 1 and round 12. Like, just giving all he got. That's the only way I really see him winning this fight. But other than that, no, I don't see nothing. I like Africa, man.
Yeah, and another thing to note is that this is Kambosos' first fight at 140 also. So, but yeah, I think after Africa beats him, I would like to see him fight Gary Antoine Russell.
Who, Africa?
I think, they both got belts. I think that'll be a good one.
That'd be a good one. Or even Devin Haney, because they both popping their shit to each other. They both squabbling, like, you know what I'm saying? If Africa beats Kambosos, that's something they both think. That's something they both got in common. They can say they did. Tio duck Dev. We don't know. I don't think Tio want to smoke with Africa right now, so I won't be mad at that fight right now if they do that fight next.
Bill just crashed the press conference. Do you see that?
No, I ain't see that one.
Bill crashed the press conference. They was going back and forth. Bill walking around Brooklyn talking about he looking for Teofimo Lopez Jr. and Sr. asking random people.
Yeah, I don't know where them niggas at, man. Tio and Angel, them niggas is ducked off somewhere. I don't know what them niggas doing. Them niggas on Twitter trying to start some beat and shit. Like, I don't know what they on, man. Just show up to the ring. If you ain't showing up to the ring, man, I don't want to hear you boxing.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's all we got, though.
All right, 101 Boxing fam, that's all we got for you all tonight. Don't forget to hit that like and the share button. Next episode, we're going to do a recap of tonight. Until next time, 101.
101. Don't forget to subscribe.